In this video, you will see how you can apply the reading strategy to a text. In this case, a text to everybody. Before we start to apply the strategy to a text, let's have a look at the steps that you need to take for the strategy. First of all, you're going to pre-scan the text. So you're going to look at the text and see what kind of a text it is, just to get oriented. Next, you want to read the question and the answers and look for keywords. So you're going to look for the most important information from the question and the answers that could help us find the answer to the question in the text. Next, we go back to the text and we're going to try to link information to keywords from the question and the answers. Alright, so this is the text that we will be applying the strategy to. And as you can see on the right below, there's the strategy with the 3 steps. And so we can start with the first step, which is to pre-scan the text. And when you pre-scan the text, you should read the sentence on the left top of the screen, which is the context description. And here it says, Mounir leest in een folder over de Museumdag in Amsterdam, which means Mounir reads in a folder about the Museum Day in Amsterdam. So this is clearly an informative text that is written for anybody who is interested in the Museum Day in Amsterdam. So now that we have an idea of what this text is about, we can move on to step 2 of the strategy, which is to look for the keywords in the question and in the answers. So the question here is, Mounir heeft geen museumkaart. Hoeveel korting krijgt hij dit jaar op de Museumdag? Meaning, Mounir does not have a museum card. How much discount will he get this year on the Museum Day? I think that for this question, important information that could help us find the answer is the fact that Mounir does not have a museum card, so geen museumkaart, how much discount he is getting, and also that we are looking for how much discount he is getting this year. So I've marked these words as my keywords. Geen museumkaart, korting, and dit jaar. So now let's have a look at which possible answers there are. As you can see, the answers A and B are both percentages. A is 75%, B is 50%, and in C it says hij kan gratis naar de museumdag. So he can go to the museum day for free. Okay, great. Now we've read the possible answers and also marked the keywords, so we should be ready to move on with step 3 of the strategy, which is to go to the text. And when we move to the text, we're going to try to link keywords from the question and from the answers to information in the text. So I would now like to ask you to pause the video and see if you can link the keywords from the question to the text and see if you can find where the answer is to be found. Okay, so when I went back to the text, I could quite quickly see that in the first paragraph there are quite a lot of words that relate to the words from the question and the answers. Like for example, you see here procent, korting, museumkaart. So that makes me quite confident that the answer must be in this part of the text. So let's see which keywords we can find here. There are quite a couple. So you have korting, which is literally also in the question, and dit jaar, which is also literally also in the question. The only word that is in the question but not literally in the text is geen museumkaart. But if we look a bit closer, you see that there's twice zonder museumkaart, which means zonder means without. So zonder museumkaart is without a museum card, which is almost the same as not having a museum card. So those are also relate to keywords from the question. Alright, so as we are looking for what the discount is if you're not having a museum card this year, let's look at the sentence that starts with dit jaar. Yeah, and there it says, dit jaar is de korting nog hoger. This year the discount is even higher. Mensen zonder museumkaart krijgen 75% korting. So people without a museum card receive 75% discount. So there we can see that the correct answer is answer A, 75%.